New in the last 5 minutes, Iraq's controversial Cleric poised to win an election in the last 10 minutes. Coalition led by Muqtada al Sadr wins Iraqi election in the last half hour. Muqtada al Sadr alliance wins elections in Iraq in the last hour. Impeached Iraqi defense minister resurges in elections in the last 2 hours. Iraq elections results tests Iran influence in Baghdad. Sadr calls for broad coalition following Iraq election. In both Iran performance. Iraqis embrace pragmatism to depart from sectarian politics. What Iraq's election means for its Shiite militias. Iraq's shock result a turning point for Iran. Sadr's coalition rule after a shock election lead in Iraq. Polls. PM Abadi congratulates Sadr after Iraq vote. Muqtada al Sadr's coalition in a lead in Iraqi elections. What next for Iraq as Cleric Sadr heads for election win? Barzani's Abadi congratulates Sadr on Iraqi election victory. Iraq's election results indicate fractured parliament, likely long. Outspoken Cleric set to win Iraq election. Shia leader Muqtada al Sadr's coalition set to win in Iraq in the last 6 hours. Iraq's Abadi congratulates Shiite Cleric Sadr on election win. Intel brief. U.S. misreads Iraq again. Abadi ready to cooperate in forming new Iraqi GOVT. Vote fraud claim holds up Iraq election results. What the Iraqi elections could mean for the U.S. Cleric's government. His election upset rocks Iraq in the last 8 hours. Abadi's dismal showing and a U.S. gamble that failed. Iran congratulates Iraq on parliamentary election. Qasem Soleimani arrives in Baghdad to meet Iraqi Shiite leaders. Report Iraqi election. The winner al Sadr hints at alliances to form government. Muqtada al Sadr takes surprise lead in Iraqi elections. Election results announced for 6 more provinces in Iraq. McFarland comments on Iraq's parliamentary elections. Earlier today, Iraq elections. Why Sadr's alliance deserves a chance to govern. Controversial Shiite Cleric Sadr set to sweep Iraq's election. Early results in Iraq election favor populist Shiite Cleric. Iraq announces preliminary election results for 6 more provinces. Muqtada al Sadr poised for victory in Iraqi election. Firebrand Cleric Muqtada Sadr ahead in Iraqi elections. Shia leader Sadr's alliance set to win in Iraq. Polls. Election result in Iraq portends further political and social conflict. Coalition led by nationalist Cleric takes shock lead in Iraqi election. Al Sadr coalition headed to victory in Iraqi election. U.S. envoy visits Kurdistan region after Iraq elections. Leader of winning ticket in Iraq signals change. Vox sentences. Celebration in Jerusalem. Bloodshed in Gaza a positive sign from the Middle East. Iraq's democratic election. How Iraq election frontrunner Muqtada al Sadr tapped widespread frustration. Iraqis deliver surprising results in first big election since ISIS war. Al Abadi calls on Iraq to respect election results. Iraqi Cleric who fought U.S. troops leads in election yesterday. Violence taints election in Iraq's Kurdistan region. Cleric's ballot box success could rattle U.S.-Iraq relations. Maverick Cleric's election upset could rattle U.S.-Iraq relations. Iraqi elections, hope for people. Conjectural battleground for others. Abadi orders manual ballot counting in Kirkuk. Iraqi election results will not bring stability. U.S. adversary Sadr's party all but wins Iraqi election. Militia leader who battled U.S. during Iraq war leads election. Early results in Iraq election favor populist Cleric al Sadr. He's back. Muqtada al Sadr wins big in Iraqi elections. Iraqi election upset could increase pressure for U.S. troop withdrawal. PM Barzani, Brett McGurk discuss post-election Iraq. The latest. Iraq Prime Minister wins vote in Mosul province. Iraqi elections deepen political fault lines amid U.S.-Iran tensions. Populist Cleric Sadr all but wins Iraq elections. Sadr headed for first place in Iraq election, commissioned in first election since defeat of ISIS. Iraqis deliver surprising results. Sadr taps anger over Iran to lead Iraq poll.